Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of To the Men After Me podcast. I'm your host, Nico Williams. This is the letter to the boys that will become men in the generations that follow. Welcome to season 5, episode 1. I'm excited because I got a cool guest host. He's literally cool, but he's also a good friend of mine. It's Gabriel Tolson. Say hello to the people.
Sir, what up, good people? How y'all?
Make sure you're talking to the mic as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Mic check.
But I'm excited because Gabe is such a unique individual. I thought I was excited to just pick his brain on some things. But
Okay.
before we get into that, tell the people what you do
Okay.
and if you can remember how we know each other.
Ooh, that's okay. I think I remember. All right, best. So, Gabe, as he's mentioned, I am a teacher. I just taught third grade for 5 years, and now I'm moving to fifth grade. So,
Wow.
little change upcoming.
You still at the same school?
No, a different school. So I'm gonna be at a private Christian school now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. So,
What school is it?
Hope Academy. Hope Academy.
No way.
Yeah. So I'm about to be over there with your mans.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I do a few things with Hope Academy.
Yeah,
so
I heard, man.
that's
I heard.
exciting.
Yes, it
That's
is.
exciting.
It is. So yeah, I'll be teaching fifth grade there. Uh, it's I like to think of it as the polar opposite of the school I was just at.
Why is that?
Because now, so what I wanted to do when I first came into teaching really was a door opened by God, like out of the blue. And I really tried to pride myself on like, all right, Lord, if the door open, I'm gonna check it out.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? If it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work. It's
Right.
not meant for me.
Right.
And so here we are 5 years later, you know? And I wanted to really like incorporate like Jesus and the Bible back into teaching and into classroom. But first time I did it, one of my kids came back and his family had moved from, I can't remember where, but it was a Muslim family. And so he came back the next day and he was like, hey, Mr. Tolson, my dad said I can't read the Bible no more. I was like, oh, shoot. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, we got it. Don't worry about it.
Dang.
I was like,
so
dang,
you was like reading the Bible in class?
So here's the thing. I used like a passage, I don't even remember which one, as like a reading comprehension thing.
Oh.
And so we read it, and then I asked questions about like, okay, what's the main idea?
Wow.
So it wasn't, hey, what do we get from this verse? It's like just saying,
what is
it saying?
Yeah.
You know? So typical, nothing crazy. I just used the Bible. And like after that, I'm like, dang, that's actually that can actually cause a problem. And I mean, this was my first year.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, let me chill.
Yeah.
Chill.
Yeah.
So yeah, since then I've just been.
So talk about Hope Academy. Why is it different?
Hope Academy, man, we're gonna have some Bible studies planned in the day.
Yeah.
We get to do, or the students get to do and enjoy chapel, which is like I'm assuming like just a mini sermonette with some worship type thing.
Yeah.
He does that, which I'm excited. Hopefully I get to see it. I want to be in there with them.
You get to see it.
Right?
Oh, you'll enjoy yourself.
But also that's exciting because you during praise and worship, I enjoy watching you during praise and worship because you just go.
Oh yeah.
And that frees me up sometimes. I'm
It's
like, oh, I want to jump in the aisle. I want to be in the middle and go crazy.
Does God not deserve more worship? That's just really
does.
what it comes down for me. Like,
he does.
I know what he's done for me.
Yeah.
So this is, and I guess it's not the expectation for everybody because everybody responds to the grace of God differently. But how I respond is with my body.
Yeah.
And a lot of that probably has to do with my background in theater. But I digress.
I digress.
Yeah, can you tell or remember how we met / know each other?
Okay, so I want to say that it was through Liz, which is
Isaac's. Well, yeah, Candace's cousin.
Candace's cousin.
Yes, that's right.
So I didn't know Isaac, her brother. But I think it was when we went hiking. I think. Was that it?
Oh my gosh.
Or was it before that?
was a group of us. I had taken some students. We went. Was it Hanging Rock?
Yeah, it was Hanging Rock.
Was it just guys or was it a
No,
bunch
I think it was a mixture. I think it was a mixture because Liz was there,
Liz
and
was
it was another girl that was there too.
That wasn't Anitra?
It might have been. I can't remember the specifics of
That's
who,
okay.
but
That's
I feel like that's when
we went hiking.
Yeah. I think.
Do you remember how long ago that was?
Bro, that's we was still in school. I was still in
Oh.
school. I don't know if you had graduated by then yet.
When did you graduate?
19.
I graduated in 18.
Okay. Oh, so
So-
you were still in school then when we did that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. So I was probably 16, 2016, maybe.
I don't
If
know
that-
what this was. I don't know what you're talking about.
Bro, what? Okay, so how do you remember us meeting?
So because we went to Mercy Hill,
Mhm.
you didn't go to Mercy Hill, but
No.
you was in like crew or something, weren't you?
I was in campus outreach.
And
And
there were some people from campus outreach who would go to Mercy Hill.
Yeah.
And so, you know what it might have been? Folks used to do worship and waffles.
Oh!
Was it Donnell?
Worship and waffles, yeah.
And
Wait.
you used to live in that house, didn't you?
No. So I never lived there. I just hung out over there because by that time, I had a car up here in Greensboro, so I would park on that street because it was free
Oh.
parking, and that was the only spot that I knew. Like, oh yeah, I ain't got to worry about getting towed or nothing. And so I would park over there a lot. So when I park, I just go chill at the house. So anytime other people were there, I'm most likely
You was
there because
there.
I just got off work or something.
Wasn't there okay? One time, this is not when we met, but I remember going, "Oh yeah, it's Gabe." I think it was like COVID. I think you had
Okay.
contracted COVID or something,
Ooh.
and you was playing the drums outside.
Oh yeah. Wait, no, I didn't have COVID.
It was during COVID or something,
I didn't.
but
have
you was
COVID.
playing. You was playing
All
drums.
my roommates caught COVID at one
But
time.
you remember what I'm talking about?
Yes, I was
We
outside.
hadn't known each other past.
I was
then,
outside.
but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember that. The other thing that I remember for a
That's
long
funny.
time, I thought your last name was Shaboy for a long time.
Oh my goodness. How?
Because
what
your
type of last name
your,
is that?
your Instagram name is Shaboy Gabe. Like it's your boy.
So you thought
I don't know. It
switched
was the
by
other
chance.
word. I don't know, man. You know, it's
That's
association. I would be
That's
like,
funny.
what's Gabe's last name? Oh, it's your boy. Gabe's your boy. Gabe's your boy.
That's fun. Wait, did you call me that? I think you used to call me that.
I might
I
have.
feel like you used to say Gabe Shaboy.
I may have.
I feel like I've heard you say that before.
I don't-
And now I know why.
But now I know I've been known. Your last name is Tolson. So
For sure.
anyway, that's that's a fun little fact.
Worship and waffles.
yeah.
Forgot about that. That was fun.
That was a while
I like
ago.
worship and waffles.
That was fun though.
That was a good time.
Anyway, man, the reason why I wanted to bring you on the podcast is because y'all don't know Gabe. Y'all can't see what he's wearing, but
You don't know me.
Gabe is an eccentric kind of dude.
This is a tester outfit.
This is
also.
a tester outfit?
Yeah.
Why you say it's
This is
tester?
my first. So I got some camo pants on. It's my first pair of camo pants ever, and I'm just trying it.
What's
you know what I'm
interesting is Gabe will wear a bunch of different things. Don't you have an Instagram where it's like a
Yeah.
Where you just show
I'm
off
doing
your
some
outfits.
now. I've
Yeah.
been doing outfits for a little bit now. So yeah, if you ever want to.
you want to
Check
see
that
how eccentric his
Check it out
style
now.
is? You should check it out. What's the name? What's the
What is it?
username?
All things Gabe.
All things Gabe.
Mhm.
And yeah, so Gabe is he just wears things differently. One time he walked out of the house, I saw him. He had on a knee pad, just a single knee pad on the outside
Oh.
of his leg. Your knee wasn't hurting. It was just for the style.
It's for funny enough. No, it's not for pain necessarily. It
Okay.
is to like help protect it though. Like if I'm out and about, like and all that, like bumping up against stuff, I'll bump into stuff randomly. I kicked my foot this morning on my dresser. But yeah, it's just to help protect it at times, and for little insecurities or whatnot, long high school injuries,
Okay.
just
Okay.
added up over the years.
But the outfit that everybody remembers, no one will forget. What outfit am I talking about?
Ooh, you talking about my not UPS, my FedEx.
Your
my FedEx jumper.
jumpsuit. He got a jumpsuit.
I was about to say.
It wasn't FedEx. It was like a moving company.
I think
It
it's
might have been FedEx. It was brown.
I'm pretty sure it's FedEx.
Nobody has ever forgotten.
I'm pretty sure it's FedEx.
Nobody's ever let you wear that down.
I got a new one.
You got a new.
I got a new one.
A new jumper. No, it was U-Haul. No, it's U-Haul. I remember.
It is U-Haul.
It's U-Haul.
It is.
But you got a new one.
Yeah, man. So my mom got me that one.
Uh-huh.
She knows me. She knows me well.
Mm-hmm. As
and
mothers
so
do.
she found it or she bought it. It's like a not a puffer, but it's like a snowsuit.
Okay.
It's a snowsuit jumper.
Yeah.
Bro, it's fire. It's crazy.
What color is it?
Black. All black. Murdered out.
Okay.
Bro, when it's cold, the first day, it's like 50.
Okay.
Popping out.
The reason why though, I didn't just want to talk to you because you're eccentric. I wanted to talk to you because I want to get at the heart of like why do you have the confidence to be different?
Whoa.
Let's talk about that.
Where
does that come from?
Whoa. All right. Let's get into it. Want to get into it?
I want to go there.
All right, let's get into it.
I want to go.
Let's go there. So, back in West Philly, there was a young man by the name of Shaboy. And no, I'm kidding. I'm not from West Philly.
Where are you from?
I'm from North Carolina, Richmond County. But I went to Pinecrest, which is in Moore County.
Okay.
Yeah, so like a neighboring county type thing.
Okay.
Parents worked in Moore County, so that's where I went.
Okay.
But anywho, let's see. I think a lot of it kind of was contributed by my mom. So she, even to this day, when she needs to dress down, when an occasion doesn't call for her to go crazy and put on a fit, she does anyway. And for years, like I'm just like, why are you like this, Mom? Like what is wrong with you? Like there was so recently, not funny, but it was a funeral that we were going to, and the family requested that everybody, dress down, dress casual. I'm like, all right, cool. It's a request of the family.
Yeah.
And so I'm at her house. I came from Greensboro, went to her house. It's like probably like 2 days, a day before we're about to leave. And so, because it was out of state, it was in a different state.
Okay.
And so she's packing and she starts pulling out stuff like, what do you think about this? I'm like, Ma, you have a ruffled blouse, all white, and you want to wear a black leather skirt with some crazy heels that are like fancy-ish.
Yeah.
They're not expensive, but they look fancy.
Yeah.
She's good at that. She can buy some fancy heels that are cheap. And I'm like, didn't you tell me that the dress code was dressed down and casual? And she like, boy, so? I'm like, Ma, this is not the time to go all out on a fit. So that gives you a little bit of what I grew up seeing. Okay. And I'd say in high school, my style really started to change. And I was wearing I had this floral I don't know if you guys know, but like the lumberjack hats that used to be really popular.
That come down.
Yeah, the little flaps and
Yeah.
So I had
like a toboggan type.
I had a floral one.
Okay.
So before they started like being mass produced and like you could buy them in stores, somebody had donated some clothes to the church, and I was like, man, ain't nobody gonna get this. Like what? And so I took it, I rocked it, bro. Everybody else had them after that. I'm like, man.
Oh, so you a trendsetter now?
Low key. So yeah, it started in high school, and I was just like, I mean, I was cool with people, but I definitely had a wrong or negative, like pessimistic kind of personal view of myself. So I'm like, why not wear what I want? What's the like? What's gonna change? So it was just a mixture of different things. My mom being really eccentric and doing what she wants and mixing things. Also, Project Runway. I used to watch that with my mom.
Okay.
A lot.
Okay.
So I'm like, man, that's different. They put this pattern with this, but you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
In the fashion world, but they did it and it like turned out good. So, like a lot of that too played into kind of my like choices of you can't put stripes with plaid. I'm gonna do it anyway.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
I'm gonna do it anyway. So yeah,
but it's like
it's crazy.
Okay, I'm somebody who's unique as well. You know, I don't dress unique, but like
you are unique, sir.
I'm different. But what that does is it puts a lot of focus and attention on you, right? How are you okay being standing? How are you okay standing out? Because I think about somebody like Candace. She don't want to stand out.
Okay,
that's just who she is. She knows that, so she serves in the background, you know. Mm-hmm. But you don't mind standing out. What? Why? Why do you think that is?
That's also that's a good one. I think over time, for sure, I think the Lord's kind of just built me up to where I got to a point of, it's okay. Just stay humble, keep your head down, take the compliment. Don't be like, "Ooh, yeah, I did that. I put that on. Oh, yeah, you know what I mean?" So a good perspective of, oh, I'm glad they appreciate it. That's cool. But also not focused on, okay, what do they think about this? How they rocking with this? So, oh, I'm not getting as many compliments.
How do you do that? Because I think, the point of the podcast is for the next generation. Ooh. I think that is a thing that I dealt with as a teenager. Okay. Thinking about what other people think. But you're saying, like, no, you're trying to not be so caught up in what other people think that it kind of frees you to be who you are. How do you feel like you get there?
And I also just saw this. I definitely had a lot of great help from my mom and sister at the high school age where I was starting to try some stuff on and change my style, where they would really affirm, like, oh wow, like, ooh, that looks really good, like, dang, that outfit came out well. I didn't think it would, but it did. And they've kind of been that group of, like, you know what, if ain't nobody else rocking with it, like, I know that it's something that I wanted to do, so it's okay, because they would always affirm that. And then even if it didn't make sense, like, they joke about it, but they wouldn't tear me down. And be like, yeah, don't wear that no more. Wow. So I definitely had others speaking into that in a very healthy, loving way. So that helped too.
Okay.
That helped too.
Let me add one more wrinkle into the conversation.
Yeah.
You and I, for various reasons, I don't think we're both black men, but we don't fit the mold of what we feel like. I don't know if you identify with this, but like, I don't fit the mold of what typically comes to my mind when I think about a black man. How do you feel about that?
Is that because theater?
It's not just the main reason probably is because, like, I don't like sports. I don't like sports. I don't watch sports.
That's true.
I don't like it. So it's not. That's just you. And the other thing is, like, I'm okay. I'm pretty in touch with my emotions. Like, I'm willing to go and think and inside. But I don't think that is the general,
not stereotypical
for black men. So what do you think? Do you think that you fit into the stereotype type of what a black man is? If not, why not?
Man, I think I do.
Okay.
I want to say I do.
Okay.
I do feel as though I fit that. Though there's a caveat of, like, but I also understand that I'm not that. Like, I'm not the majority of a stereotypical black man. You know, like, I like the sports. I can, dap up and talk, just shoot the breeze with anybody, which is how typically they are. I don't have the, I guess when I think of it, I don't have the aggression piece. I don't have that. I see the I don't want to say that.
Okay.
The perspective towards women.
Okay. Yeah.
There's one, like, I mean, at least with what I grew up with, like, I just didn't have that. I mean, I had my own little thoughts or whatever, but it wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't the same. Like, I definitely wouldn't say it out loud either, or make another woman, or I guess present those thoughts to another woman.
I got you.
As I've seen.
I got you.
So it's like I do, but I also know I'm not fully that.
Now, at the same time, I think kind of the last part of what you was talking about, like how you interact with women, probably has a lot to do with your relationship with Jesus Christ. When did Jesus Christ enter the picture in your story?
So, grew up in church. Grew up going to church for sure.
What
I
kind
was
of church?
one of those 3 days, 4 days a week type kids, man.
Yeah.
Vacation Bible school.
Yeah.
You got Bible study. You got choir. I was in the our youth choir was called the Sunshine Band.
Okay.
I was in that from little to 13, 14.
You ever have any solos?
Nah, I couldn't sing that well. My voice was deep, and I was so young to where like it didn't sound bad just yet.
Yeah.
So I could just sing, talk type thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was definitely just a tenor. You know, held it down for sure.
Held it down.
Had a lot of Sundays where it was just me because it was only two of us for a long time. Me and my cousin DJ. We were the only two boys that sung for a long time. And I'm just like, dang, if you don't go, I'm gonna be the only tenor. Dang, oh, we singing that song? This is the part where
you gotta hold it down.
The tenors sing by themselves, the altos, and then they do it by themselves, and it's like, dang, man, I really gotta. So it was, yeah. I grew up in that. So I've always heard preachings and messages about Jesus, but I didn't receive and fully start to like change my outlook on my life and how I lived for God until I was like 14. So like right before I went to high school. Yeah, like my 8th grade year.
What happened? What happened that made you do that shift?
Yeah, so again, growing up in black church, you go to the altar a lot of times to get saved. I was one of those. This was probably the fifth or fourth time, and this came after a series of like dealing with my own kind of like not isolation, but I kind of grew up like an only child, even though I had a sibling. She went to college while I was in middle school and high school. Okay. So it was almost like she's gone all the time. Yeah. And then right when she finished undergrad, she went to get her master's. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, she's not really here, but she's here. You know. And so I dealt with a lot of like loneliness and stuff like that, and I would see other kids that were my age and say they're saved. And I'm like, dang, man, they happy, they having fun, they got friends. It's like I got friends at school, but I ain't got friends outside of school like that. Right. I can't go to nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm going to a school outside of my outside of where I live, so it's like I can't go to their house and then get picked up and taken back home like it's easy. Like, no, it's a 30-minute ride. Yeah. You know? So it was hard to deal with that growing up. Okay. And so dealing with all those things and my own little other stuff, it was known to myself that no, I really need Jesus. Like I actually need to accept him and like change. Like something has to change. Yeah. You know? Yeah. In a slight touch of like just suicidal like ideation for like a little bit. And so like I knew like, man, I really need Jesus, like for real. You know? And I knew because those things were happening, I knew I hadn't really accepted him, received him in my heart, because I was still doing, you know, the other little stuff. That was sinful, you know. And so they did an altar call at this youth event, and I went up there because I knew I needed Jesus. And we went to the back, we prayed, and, you know, at a black church, most black churches that I've seen and grown up going to, after you accept Jesus, you do the prayer. You go back out, you go to the altar, and they be like, what'd the Lord do for you? And you say, he saved me. And so all of us that went back there, we did it. And then, you know, everybody's going crazy. They're cheering, you know, all the mothers and deacons and all that. And so it wasn't until I got back to my seat that, like, my heart started to feel super light. Oh, wow. And I'm sitting down. People are still up praising a little bit. And I'm like, oh, what's happening? And then it kept feeling lighter and lighter and lighter. Wow. And I kid you not, like it's the most insane feeling. And I'm like, whoa, is this an outer body experience?
Yeah.
Am I seeing what my body sees, but I'm not really in my body? So like I look back, I'm like, does anybody see me freaking out right now? Like, am I doing something weird?
Yeah.
And so nobody's looking at me. And then as soon as I thought that, as soon as I turned around, I'm like looking forward, like, oh my goodness, like, am I okay?
Yeah.
It was just a nice still voice of like, it's me changing your heart.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like,
oh my gosh.
Bro.
That's good.
So since then, literally since that day.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, that doesn't happen to everybody.
Yeah.
It won't happen for everybody that receives Jesus, you know. But that was mine. And since then I stopped doing little stuff I was doing. I really started to see like my desires change. Like I went back to, I think that same week I went to, go, do little stuff that I usually do, like look up little stuff, and I'm like, I don't even want to do this no more. Like I don't desire this like I used to. And that was so crazy. I'm like, dang, Lord really changed my heart.
Dang.
So yeah, man.
That's it.
Since then it's been a wrap. Yeah. So that's why in high school I was able to, kind of get into that groove of, let me just start dressing. Like I'm watching all these shows with my mom and how she dressed and how these dudes is dressing is whack. I don't want to dress like that.
Right.
I want my own little.
Right.
So it really over time just grew.
That's incredible.
Here we are today, man.
That's incredible.
You can't see it, but there's like little beads on here.
Okay.
So, like little beads.
Okay.
It's cute though.
Yeah.
I like that. I really like that.
Word on the street though. Word on the street is you crushing it at Vacation Bible School.
Bro,
so
Vacation Bible School is really fun. How did you hear I'm crushing it?
You crushing it so bad or so good, word is spreading. Don't worry about it.
That's crazy.
Don't worry about it.
No, I'm actually worried. Because I'm like, who does he know?
Listen, somebody told me, they said, Gabe is doing such a great job. Like, we doing these skits and these little boys coming up and they trying to get me they want to do the backstory and everything. But Gabe is always like, yeah, but is it connected to the gospel? We got to stay connected to the gospel. We can do all this, but are we going to be presenting the gospel?
Okay. Nah, yo. So, I mean, I grew up going to Vacation Bible School and I keep telling the kids and the other leaders that are helping, I'm like, man, if my Vacation Bible School was like this, like the setup, all that, the games, bro, I would have been a pastor. Like, it's so fun. Like, as an adult, it's fun.
Yeah.
So, nah, Evangel's going crazy. Even last year, I didn't help last year. This is my first time helping. We were shooting something. So we would go to the Power Play Center where they were doing Vacation Bible School, and I saw the setup, and I'm like, this is for what? Vacation Bible School? Y'all doing this for what?
Yeah,
bro, whole nother level.
Tell about your role. What are you doing with Vacation Bible School?
Bro, I'm a servant of all trades.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm a servant of all
they
trades.
need you.
Wherever it's needed. I've checked in. I've helped a little bit with the setup. I was able to help a little bit with the setup. I'll lead through skits.
Okay.
Bathroom breaks.
Okay.
Bathroom breaks.
You on duty?
I lead the. Yo, we had a kid poop in a urinal.
Oh.
Take the poop out.
No.
And it ended up on the floor.
No.
And they stepped in it.
No.
And then walked out the bathroom and walked up the hallway.
With the poop on his shoe.
Literal bathroom duties.
Wait.
With the poop on his shoe.
Did he poop in one of the peeing urinals?
Yes, the urinal. Yeah. Not the toilet.
Not
the toilet. No, where it would make sense.
He said
he pooped in a urinal.
He said, then he took it out?
There was poop at the top part of the urinal.
Oh, no.
Not in the little bowl.
Yeah,
exactly. Not on top, but like inside, like closer to the top. So I'm like, he grabbed that with his hand and put poop on that part. The other poop just happened to get into the bowl. Once it was in the bowl, he grabbed it, put some poop there, dropped it on the floor, stepped in it, dipped out. Bro, had the nerve to flush. I could tell it was flush. I'm like, he flushed this and then walked out. That up? Yeah.
You know what?
So I got the chunks off the floor.
That is humility. The Lord, listen, because not everybody about to do that. Not everybody about to wipe up
I
somebody
ain't
else's
gonna-
poop.
I was about to describe it. I can't.
The fact is, God has moved in your heart in such a way that He has made you humble enough
Yeah, man.
to pick up the poop of
Yeah.
some kid
Yeah.
who probably do know better, but you know he a kid.
They knew better. They knew better. For sure.
That's so
Any
funny.
kid that do that knows better.
That's funny.
Because before they do that, they use the toilet.
That's true.
They're not taught to do that, so
That's true.
They knew.
That's true.
He knew.
So yeah, man.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So, you know, as we kind of coming to a close, the podcast is the letter to the boys that will become men and the generations that follow. Mm-hmm. Man, if you had to give the next generation a piece of advice or tell a story, this is a saying I used to say, and it kind of is ironic. It relates to what you just said. The saying goes, "You don't gotta step in poo to smell it." The idea behind it is, you can learn from somebody else's mistake without you having to go through it. So it's ironic because you just talked about somebody stepping in poo. But if you could share a piece of advice or a lesson that you learned through experience that the next generation can learn just from hearing. Anything come to your mind?
I would say this was something that a lady from my church, Evangel, that I'm going to now, she has shared with me. And since then, it's a good summary of what the Lord has been doing in my heart with, you know, not just fashion, but also like serving in different ways and not being afraid to be out in front. But also helping keep that humble mind of like, you know, it's not you that's caused you to want to serve and do all this and love people. Like, nah, that's God. So what I would say is, don't be afraid to be yourself in Christ, like fully yourself. You know, don't hold back. You goofy, be goofy. You know, you quiet and chill and lay back, be that.
That's good.
You know, because in the long run, that will bring you the most joy, knowing that you can just be you.
That's good. And
a lot of times, you know, people don't do that. And I myself, you know, I've experienced where I don't do that and it's just not fun. Don't enjoy it.
8th grade is when I learned to live out who I was. Because there was a point in time where I felt like I needed to be like, this is when I really realized I was not like the typical black man or black boy. I didn't like the sports. You could hear me before you saw me, which is not typical.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a fact.
I'm singing or I'm loud,
yeah.
And there was this kid, his name was Daquan, and I've shared this on the podcast before, so maybe
the one that runs the Instagram.
Who are you talking about?
There's an Instagram page named Daquan. They do a bunch of memes and stuff.
No. There's this guy named Daquan. He's actually a professional football player. He was the quarterback of our team when I played, because I played football.
Okay.
Because I thought that's what you had to do. Anyway, he was the quarterback of the team. This is 8th grade. He had all the girls. So I just felt like if I was going to get girls, I had to be like him. So I was trying to be quiet.
Yeah.
Like, that was probably the hardest thing. Like, I was trying to be somebody that was quiet, and that's not crazy. Who God made me to be.
Nope.
And like it exploded out of me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It was a week or two. I try to just be like, I want girls, you know. So I'm gonna be like, man, you know.
Try to be that cool, yeah.
Try to be that cool, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that big a deal, dude. Like, but it was to me because I'm loud. I'm excited.
Passionate.
I'm passionate.
Yeah.
And yeah, what she said, you gotta. But here's the thing.
Okay.
She said it perfectly. You gotta be all of who you are, but in Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we can be all of who we are, and it's at the expense of other people.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm goofy, am I being so goofy that nobody is ever get an opportunity to know who I truly am?
Right.
Am I so goofy that if something serious is happening, I'm taking the attention away from the seriousness so I can be goofy? So it's like, yeah, you got to be all of who you are, but all of who you are according to who Christ says you are, you know? So that's good. That's good.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I like it a lot.
Well, Gabe, I appreciate you for opening up season 5 to the Men After Me podcast.
Hey, let's get it. Season 5.
You know, we actually recorded a bonus episode that I never posted. I don't know if you remember. It was at my old house. We was talking about
Marvel.
Yeah, we was talking about
movie
Black
that came
Panther.
out.
Black Panther.
Black Panther 2 came out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I didn't get a chance to edit it the way I wanted to, so it never went out. But here we go.
Hey,
we got a full episode. It's not a bonus.
Oh yeah, no, it's a full episode.
It's a full episode. Wow. So yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing your uniqueness, a little bit of your testimony.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, you got a new school year coming up. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So I hope Academy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Man, I'm excited.
It's gonna be great. Well, we'll catch y'all on the next episode of To the Men After Me podcast. I'm your host, Nico Williams. This is the letter to the boys that will become men and the generations that follow. We'll catch you on the next time. Peace.